The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show.
Well, friends, the truth of the matter is it's not like Denisha has not been trying to put Anthony up on game as to what exactly Shayla is doing, or even us seeing exactly the pattern, that we know when it comes to these things, because this is kind of one of the easiest moves to keep a son from his father, right? Or his daughter from his father. It's one of the easiest moves. It's a known move from time to time, and you know it when you see it as a man. You basically know the pattern. You know exactly what it is because it's one of the games people always play. But let's jump into it. Let's go. Let's see exactly how far they'll go this time. Let's go.
What's up, man? What's up, big guy? Oh.
Come on, Mama.
Damn, no. What's up?
I'm right here, baby.
So, what's up? Well, you said you wanted to see me. You couldn't talk about whatever you need to talk about over the phone?
Anthony, you know what? I just wanted to come over here and look you in your eyes. Because I know a lot of times you think that I'm playing. I'm not a woman of my word. But I'm here.
So she's back on the same tirade again. She's back on the same tirade. That she's not playing. I don't know what the playing is about. I think I keep questioning the audience. Like what? Okay. So Anthony does not have a room for small Kai's yet, right? He hasn't made a room out on him now, but Kai's in every single solitary room. Kai's there with him. I just don't get it as to, so the levels of anger, you're telling me the levels of anger is warranted that Kai does not have a room. I just want to know from people out there in the audience. Because we just feel like people just are finding things to get angry about, right? I can understand your take. It's a preference. You might say, hey, him should have a room and blah, 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 blah. But I just still don't get the levels of anger that Shayla is at, because she's at 10. She basically is at 10. And this is exactly this type of anger you give when something drastic is happening to Kai at the house.
To make your promise.
A promise.
Yeah. You won't be seeing Kai anymore.
What are you talking about?
This situation that you have inside of your house is toxic, and I don't want my son around it. And I have to protect him. So as long as you're choosing another woman and her son over your son, you won't be seeing your son.
As long as he's choosing another... Okay, so let's just say he got himself a divorce. It would be the same thing. Misty, this was what O'Neill was talking about. It's the irrational baby mother syndrome. Men are very acute and aware of to this. Men are very aware of this. And you're very acute. Men are very aware to this. They're very attuned to this. Because he has another woman, not because the child is being abused, not because the child is being harmed, not because of any of those things. Because she's just gotten up one day and decided, hey, you know what? You're not going to see your kid anymore. But the question is, what will he do?
Shayla, we're not doing this.
Yeah, I'm afraid we are. Come on, baby.
Shayla, why are you doing this? Huh? Why are you doing this?
Anthony, you're doing this. All the chances that I've given you to be a good father, a decent father, a stand-up man, you can't do it.
This is the woman that basically is actively smoking while her son is there. I love it. But you know what? Friends, as farcical as it is, they're not incorrect. Because you have these things happening just the same, where basically you have it as deep as this, where it look very farcical. Pot calling the kettle black. Stand up father. In other words, basically what's happening is that he's not been around, he's not been taking Kai, he's not been spending any monies on Kai, he's an extreme deadbeat. That's what the woman is saying. That's what she's implying. And this is why I told some of the audience, be very careful what you're saying, because that's what Shayla is saying. Shayla is implying that Anton is an extreme deadbeat. Is that what you're saying? Are you saying Anton is a deadbeat father? Ask people yesterday and people them try to argue different pieces and I'm saying, friends, I don't know what you're arguing because you must not realize what Shayla is trying to imply because that's what she's implying.
You always got to have somebody else standing in the way of your relationship with your son. And I don't want to see my son in a position like this. I don't want him to be disappointed. I don't want him to come to a house where he doesn't even have his own room. You're a rich man, Anthony. It's unacceptable. But you know what? I'm not going to beg you to do the right thing. I'm going to let you do what you want to do. But what you're not going to do is see your son.
Shayla, I'm telling you right now, do not try to play this game. I'm so serious.
Anthony,
do not try to keep me away from my son.
I don't care, and I will go to the end of earth to make sure you never get him again. All the things that I know about you,
Doesn't matter what she knows. I'll tell you right over the coffee. Doesn't matter what she knows. Because he now knows other things about her. He knows she's been smoking and he knows she's been smoking around the kid. But again, he's allowing this to be threatened. It doesn't matter what you know. What you know. Unless he has guns in the house that is unsafe. Unless he have something in his house that makes it very unsafe for Kai. And even then, they're not going to block visitation. This is a weak man. Unless he is and even when you are a criminal, the court is still going to try to enforce parenting. It has to be extreme for the courts to not enforce right visitation. Pure nonsense. But of course, this is what Denisha was telling him yesterday. She was saying, hey bro, watch it. Stop making her controller with the kid. She don't have as much control as you think she has. That's the deal. She doesn't have that much control. You think she have that control, but she don't. She's just talking and saying a bunch of things. Couldn't win.
things that I've seen and witnessed firsthand, I'll make sure you never get them again. Since you want to play like that. But it's cool. I'm not angry. It's just what it is.
You're not angry.
I'm not angry.
You're just bitter.
I'm not bitter.
Clearly you are. What type of woman would try to keep her son away from his father?
Shayla would. In case you don't realize, Shayla would do that, sir. I don't know why you don't understand. You're not. He's not just not getting it. That Shayla is just of that breed. That's the woman that he basically impregnated. You just get one of them. You know what I mean? And ladies, yes, it's one of them. It's one of them. Them out there. They will try to do all of this. All of what you're seeing is things that will pull up. You know what I mean? I know you don't understand it because you know you may not be that baby mother, but they are out there. Trust me, them out there. They will try these moves and do all sorts of different things, and you can't reason out with them. You know what I mean? They're not very rational. You know? So I'm just letting you know. It's what it is, you know.
What type of man will put another man's son over his own? I'm not playing, Anthony. That's my word. And that's the final word. And I can't wait to show you what I mean. Goodbye.
Shayla, you're not keeping me away from my son.
You just can't have this happen. Like there is just no way for you to actually have this happen. I mean, let's talk about the known and the unknown. We already realized that Anthony has already formed the visitation. This is actually Georgia law. He's established paternity and legitimation, right? He's already done that. So to get visitation or custody rights, you must legally become the child's father, which is already done, okay? Because the mother is married to another man, state presumed. That's that. And then that's what once he does that, once your legitimation is approved by the judge, you gain legal standing to request visitation schedule or joint custody. That's why he now needs to go to the court. So here's the deal, which is very interesting. Now that she has done this, my question is, are they about to go to the storyline where the court will now be responsible for basically checking out about the son? And the question is, would the court force him to take another DNA test? And the question is, if he takes that other DNA test, could they find out? And I'm just saying, I don't know, these are theories here, that Kai is not his child. That would be very, very interesting. If this is exactly where the story is going, where Shayla does this, forces Anthony to respond by going to the court. He goes to the court orders a DNA test. And then from that, it is now further proved because I still have doubts. Honestly, I still have doubts. Until I can see a clean paternity test, I don't believe that Kai's is. But give me your take on this one. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all soon.